So China, are they a friend? Are they a foe? How are you? Where do you put China in this curious and ongoing picture of who said what to who? Did the spy? Was he a spy? Who did he work for? What happened with Prince Andrew? Why did David Cameron press the flesh with him? Theresa May had a bit of a powwow as well. Is it about spies? Is it about something else? Trump taking on China as the big super. Once upon a time, people laughed at China. They loved China. Well, where's your jacket made? China. It was a bit of a gag, rubbish stuff made in China. Now they're dominating the flipping world. Keir Starmer has defended fostering closer ties with China, despite being told Beijing has thousands of agents who could emulate the alleged spy who befriended Prince Andrew. Well, I'm not at all surprised to hear that there might well be a lot of people in the world of espionage from China working in all sorts of countries. I'm also absolutely sure that we've got one or two characters, 007 sorts, on the mooch down Beijing way as well, who are doing their thing. That's kind of the way it goes. The bit that intrigues me is the dominance of China, the emerging and growing and almost unstoppable dominance of China. I think within 10 years, we will be looking at China overshadowing the United States as the world's biggest economy. And it won't be one of those little blips in a graph that, between July the 1st and July the 9th, China overtook the US. I think this will be perpetual. I think we're likely to see a country taking even greater control and dominance over the world. And to me, you haven't really got to do much. You don't need PhD level in Chinese studies to work this one out. Just take a look at the world around you. I mean, if you want to be consistent and ditch everything that is Chinese, then get rid of your phone, get rid of almost anything you've ever purchased from Amazon, get rid of parts of your car or your car, get rid of, solar panels. How often we talk about those? You probably haven't got any yet, but if you have, chances are they came from down China way. That's how it works. They are making, producing, manufacturing, everything. These are innovators and engineers, and the factories which stretch the length and breadth of the country are growing by the hour. This place is not messing around. And if you could get yourself watching a translation of a Chinese news bulletin, or just even delve in to some of the Chinese business pages of a newspaper, you will see just how hard they are hitting the gas on this. This is not a country that is, it's not like a Dragon's Den moment for the Chinese where they've gone, oh, we're doing really well at this, let's keep making them. This is almost a dictated system that is accelerating manufacturing in pretty much every respect, from phones to cars, the thing you do your washing in, to the machine you cook your food. You name it, it's either Chinese or parts of it will be Chinese. And they have accelerated that like you've never seen. So when we ask that, it's all very well to go, I hear Ian Duncan Smith, who speaks very well on this stuff. This, by the way, is a brutal dictatorship. Let's remember, they have done something that is, quite extraordinary, that they have this sort of veneer, quite relaxed about big manufacturing, big dominance. They're weaponed up to the eyeballs. They are manufacturing up to the eyeballs. But, of course, behind it, remember, President Xi is the chairman still. This is a communist regime. They're not very nice. Human rights abuses are almost compulsory over there in China. This is a terrible, terrible place. However, what is our choice on this when it comes to who we do business with? I mean, consider that question. China, friend or foe? Do we make closer allies of China? I mean, is it just one of those things that you go, do you know what, we're going to have to just grin and bear it? We've got no choice, really. They don't need us in any shape. They want us to buy the stuff. We're going to buy it anyway. We're going to buy it if we had no ties with China. We'll still buy the stuff. Look at what happened in the States a couple of months ago, where the big Chinese electric car, the name of which escapes me at the moment, I don't know if they're even sold over here, but it overtook Tesla as the bigger one of the two in that battle. Not consistently, but the graft rose in China's favour. These are not incidental, these are not moments you can just take for granted. I mean, who would have thought, you know, when you consider the automotive industry and, you know, Germany, who'd had incredible dominance, Japan have had an incredible dominance, and the big old family electric car that is flying off the shelves and the conveyor belts is from China. A Chinese car? I mean, you think of a Chinese car as being a kid's toy, right? These people are serious. From your solar panels, to your cars, to your cooker, to your phone, to pretty much everything else. Stuff you are wearing. Again, either made or partly made in China. Bits and pieces of it. Might just be the shoelaces, but I promise you, you are probably wearing or have done this week something Chinese, or driven in it, or used it, or operated it. There's no other country you could apply that same measure to. That's how big it is. So are these our friends or our enemy?